Hi everyone, this is Kat here from Crafted by Kat. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a crocheted wine bottle bag or bottle bag. So you'll need a 5mm crochet hook. This is cotton Aran weight yarn. You could use normal, not normal, acrylic Aran weight yarn, but this will have less stretch if it's cotton. This is a 50-gram ball. You will have some spare with this. You need a darning needle and you need some scissors. Okay, so we're going to start off by making a magic circle. So you're going to drape your yarn over your fingers. You're going to wrap it round and we're going to pull it over into a cross. You're going to take your hook, insert your hook under this first strand, pull that second strand through, turning your hook as you go, and then we're going to chain one to finish the circle. So there we go. Okay, so now we're going to make 6 single crochet into the ring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for this pattern we're going to be working in continuous rounds. So what that means is we're just going to work straight into this stitch, this first stitch here. So you don't lose track of where you are. As the start, I recommend placing a stitch marker on that first stitch of the next round. Okay, so I've just got my stitch marker. So we're going to make now 2 single crochet in each of these stitches. So that's 1. I'm just going to put my marker on that one. And 2. And I'm going to do that in the next one. 2 stitches, 2 single crochets in each stitch. Okay, there we go, so that's the end of round 2. So now you've got a total of 12 stitches. So for round 3, I'll remove that marker. I'm going to make 2 stitches in the first stitch. So that's 1, that's my first stitch. I'm going to place the marker on. I'm going to make another one in the same space. And then we're just going to make 1 in the next space. So that's 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Just going to repeat that all the way around. So 2 in one stitch and then 1 in the next. Okay, so this is the end of round 3. Got a total of 18 stitches. For round 4 we're going to make 2 stitches in the first stitch. Place a marker on that first one. And then we're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 2 in the next, and then 1 in each of the next 2. That's 1, 2 in the same stitch, and then 1 in the next, and then 1 in the next. Okay, so just going to repeat that around. Okay, so at the end of round 4, so we've got a total of 24 stitches. So for round 5, I'm just going to carry on with 2 single crochets in the first stitch. 2 in the first, and then 1 in each of the next 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. So then 2 in the next, and then 1 in each of the next 3. You're just going to continue working around until you reach the end. Okay, so that's the end of round 5. We've got 30 stitches. So for round 6, we're going to make 2 stitches in the first stitch. Place a marker on that first one. And then we're going to make a single crochet in each of the next 4. So that's 2 in the first, 2 in the next one, sorry. And then 1 in each of the next 4. Okay, I'm just going to repeat that all the way around. So 2 in the next, and then 1 in each of the next 4. Okay, so at the end of round 6, we have a total of 36 stitches now. So we're going to now work round 7, which will be our final round of the base rounds. So just as we've been doing, I'm going to make 2 in the first stitch. And then 1 in each of the next 5 stitches. So 2 single crochet in the first, and then a single crochet in each of the next 5. So 2 single crochet, and then 1 in each of the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so keep going round, and I will meet you back here at the mark stitch. Okay, so at the end of round 7, and we should have 42 stitches here. So what we're going to do now is you can remove your stitch marker, and we're going to slip stitch into that first stitch. Okay, so now we're going to chain 5. So this counts as, the first 3 chains count as your double crochet, and the next 2 chains count as your chain 2. So we're going to skip 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and then we're going to work a double crochet in that third stitch. And we're going to chain 2, and we're going to skip 2 stitches and double crochet in that next stitch. So just going to keep working around, so skip 2 and double crochet in that next stitch. So repeat that all the way around until you've got 2 stitches left at the end, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so we've repeated that all the way around. So we've got 2 stitches remaining. I'm going to chain 2, I'm going to skip these 2 stitches, and then we're going to slip stitch into the third chain of that starting chain 5. Okay, there we go. So for the next round, we're going to chain 5 again. And again, that counts as your double crochet and your chain 2. And then we're going to double crochet into this double crochet from the previous round. I'm going to chain 2, and we're going to double crochet into that double crochet again. So we're just going to keep repeating that all the way around. So chain 2, and double crochet into that stitch. Okay, there you go. So just keep repeating that all the way around and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so I've worked all the way around. I'm just going to chain 2 and again slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the starting chain 5. So for the next part of the pattern, you're just going to be repeating round 9. So you're going to repeat round 9 until you've got a total of 22 rounds. So you'll work 15 rounds of this sort of chain stitch round. If you've got a bigger bottle or if you want it to be taller, you can work more rounds here or less. It's completely up to you. But I worked, let's say 15 rounds of the mesh bag, which takes you to round 22. So just carry on with your chain 5 and then double crochet into the stitch, chain 2 and then double crochet into the next stitch. So I will see you back at the end of round 22. Okay, so we've now finished all of our mesh rows and we're going to work row 23, which is our handle. So I'm going to chain 1, which doesn't count as a stitch, and we're going to single crochet in the same place. So we're going to chain 25. 2, 5. We're then going to skip the next 2 double crochets and chain spaces. So skip this chain space, skip this double, skip this chain space, skip this double and this chain space, and then we're going to single crochet in that next stitch. So we're now going to make 11 single crochets, so that'll be 2 stitches in the chain 2 space and then 1 in the double crochet. So it's 3, and we've got 4 and 5, and then 6 in the double crochet, and then 7 and 8 in the chain space, and then 9 in the double crochet, and then 10 and 11 in the chain 2 space. I'm then going to make 1 more single crochet in that double, and then we're going to chain 25 again. Okay, and just like before, we're going to skip the chain 2 space, skip these 2 doubles, skip that chain 2 space, and then we're going to single crochet in this stitch. And then as we did before, I'm going to make 11 single crochets, so 2 in each chain 2 space. My yarn's got a bit tangled there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11 in that final chain 2 space. And then we're just going to slip stitch into that first single crochet, and that's the end of the round. So here you see we've got our 2 handles. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're just going to single crochet around the chain, going to single crochet all the way around the chain, and then in each stitch around until you've finished both your handles and you're back at the start. So I'll meet you back at the end. So reach the end of the round, I'm just going to slip stitch into the first single crochet, and then I'm going to fasten off. So we're just going to weave in the ends. So there we have our finished wine bag. So it looks quite small, but it really stretches out. And when you put the bottle in, the bottle's obviously quite big and heavy. So it's got quite a lot of stretch, quite a lot of movement. And there you go. So that's taken me about an hour. And these are really lovely gifts for people, a really lovely way to gift a bottle that just makes it a little bit more special. So enjoy. Thanks for watching along, and I'll see you next time.